Hey guys, I'm doing a snapshot review for what's currently going on in Minecraft, and for the Deep Dark, anyways. Uh, at the beginning, I'm gonna show you guys how to get the snapshot. First of all, give me a second as I just real quick set this to true, because that's just annoying. Okay, so what they've currently been, so the newest snapshot. Well, really, it's more like an experimental snapshot, so you guys can get it via. I will bring over my browser. So I'll be bringing over my So I use Opera GX first of all. So don't just. So I'll also show you guys how to get this into your Minecraft folder so you can launch it. So how do I get the experimental snapshot? First of all, you go down here, you download the zip file. I already got it downloaded, but I'm gonna download it again anyways. You then pull up your Minecraft and then I'm bringing over my Minecraft folder for this. You pull up your Minecraft folder. I need to also get the mod from my download, so give me a second to grab it. And then, I'm gonna keep that up. Minecraft, downloads, and then you grab your, then you grab the Deep Dark file titled 1_19_Deep Dark experimental snapshot. And of course it went down again. We're gonna look and ignore that right now. So, and then you take your Deep Dark folder and you bring it over to versions. Give me a second as I find versions. There it is. You move to versions. I already have one in there, so I'm not gonna do that. So, and once it's in here, it's most likely gonna be at the bottom. You can either open up and drag it out like this, which is just copying it to it, or you can go here and just unzip it. But normally, but I'm just saying, yeah, like you can just extract all. Okay, is that? Where was that? Extract all there. Or you could just drag it out. It's up to you what you do. And now, let me continue on to what's actually in this. Well, first of all, I'm going to start, well, these can be, let me go into, well, so, Deep Dark little patches spawn in, and via these little patches, a lot spawn around, as you see, and if you end up following these, you will eventually, from what I've seen anyways, you will eventually, if you follow these all around, you will eventually find, I can't actually what this is titled, but you will eventually find these. Let me just look. Okay, biome, let's see, deep. Okay, let's see what this is called, give me a second. Groove, what the, okay, that's just weird, I haven't seen that ever show up in here. Well, currently they've only added the Deep Dark for this version, and this, give me a minute as I find out the name for it. Let me just drag this back. Whenever I want to use this, I'll drag it over, so we can look it over, but right now, okay, it's called the, well, now that I'm up to this point, it's called the Ancient City, which yeah, it's called the Ancient Cities, but it's not actually listed in here. Wow, they didn't actually put the actual Ancient Cities in. Well, these are the Ancient Cities, but, like, they didn't fully add it. Okay, so they did a few minor things in this version. Well, okay, so let me first go over to, I'm gonna grab this, and grab the Shriekers. I'm gonna completely, and they added Shulk Blocks. Let me just fly out. You know what, I'm just gonna do the stuff over here, I do not care. So, whenever you walk, these do get set off. You can normally see these in any version, but if you have, hoe. I'm just gonna use netherite because it's faster, and then you get silk touch on it. No, slash enchant skyway silk touch. So if you have a hoe with silk touch, you can mine these things up. So they added the Shulk block, the Shulk vein block, the Shulk shrieker block, which is all the things I have. So they had the Shulk sensor, the Shulk catalyst, the Shulk block, and the Shulk shrieker. And they also added the vein block. Okay, I'm just gonna type Shulk. Okay, so they added these items right here, which you can also see on the ground here. You can mine up. Okay, I'm gonna go in survival for this because I forget I'm in creative mode. So so all these items can be mined up using a hoe, and they don't actually have. Oh, here it is. So if you break it with anything else, if I remember correctly, they'll just disappear forever. But if you use a silk touch hoe, you actually get the items. But if you break this with your hand, you'll get XP, which actually slash XP set skyvein 0 slash. Okay, here. So if you start mining these if you mine these with your hands or anything that doesn't have silk touch, like a normal slash give. So to speed this up, I'm giving myself another. Okay. As you can see, I don't normally play this for any of these versions. I use netherite hoes, and I don't have any reason for these items. So yeah, you mine these a lot faster with the netherite hoe, and if I want to, I can give myself haste, and you get a pretty decent amount of levels for it. And well, let me place this down over here and go back to creative. So, with these things, now the main part's here. So if you take any mob, like, for example, a blade, and you just, give me a second, and it's like, no, there, that's fine. If you take a blaze, for example, or any mob that really drops XP and you kill it, they turn the ground to XP. But also, these things have animations. And so, watch that, and there you go. Those are the animations. Bobbles pop up on the ground, and this thing does a little, like, circle animation that slowly expands out. Let me do it a few more times. Also, you will notice the further away from the Shulk block it's turning blocks. So, the further away it gets from the catalyst, the less it will spread. So let me just like it will spread. So the further out it's turning blocks, the less it will spread. For example, like if I keep hitting this, it'll just keep spreading less and less each time. Okay, maybe I actually have it down here. Yeah, and seemingly you can't kill, like, yeah. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, if you kill them when they're on top of the thing, it doesn't spread. Okay, it has to be down here. And, yeah, it's the further away, the less the skulk will actually spread, and whenever it spreads, it gives out the vein and the skulk. Now, we're gonna move on to the warden for a bit, because there's all this. I will be doing a video later based on the catalysts alone and what I can do with redstoning for them. But right now, now I'm gonna move on to the warden actually. Yeah, this is the warden. First of all, let me just after about 60 seconds, they go without them being aggravated. They go back into the ground. I will be also showing, so right now, I will start showing off everything about these wardens. The warden, okay. These things, after, I'm gonna give it a just amount of time, like 30 seconds. I mean, like 60 seconds. And then I will be doing another one using an iron golem. And to fight it. And I'll also be getting iron, so this fight will actually last a bit longer. Yeah, so after about 60 seconds, these things will go back and down into the ground. Like that. And it just vanishes. And so, also, on the technical side, it says what these, so for these, it says, so, they won't spawn unless they're, so if there's one of them that's currently within 24 blocks of the Shriek Shulkers, one will not spawn. But if it's outside of it, it will spawn, meaning if I could do that, that will come back up. Also, it may take it a bit because they're not all, it says itself, it may take it a bit because they're not always there. Okay, where is it? Like, if I do one up there, I could also summon one down here. And summon one over here. There's gonna be one summoned over here. Hopefully. They all don't always do it on their first try. But you can summon more than one. Here is an example. These are some examples. There's one down there now, one over here. That I don't know if he's outside of the range now. Yup, see, there is a range to these. Now, let me go over here so you guys can see all their music and sound. Shows subtitles. I sometimes use this, sometimes not. The wardens, the angrier wardens get, the more their hearts beat. And they do seemingly chase bats. It's a funny detail I noticed. And the more noise you get, the faster they'll get, and they'll go into a rage. Now, they will go off the darkness effect. Let me just, okay, so I'll use this one that's already enraged as an example here. That's what they do to an iron golem. Wow, it's not actually fighting back. What is this? Yeah, they do a scream thing. And then they rage towards their enemy. So, let me just real quick. The wardens do not currently drop anything when killed. Try to kill these. Yeah, but. So now that the warden will actually fight back. Yeah. Like, the warden kills these things easily after like a few hits. But, okay. Okay, so the wardens themselves have like 250 hearts, meaning they have 500 health. I think they're literally the same health as the Wither. Also, the louder the beating for their hearts gets, the more angry they are. Okay, so let me just read the warden the thing about the warden real quick. So, first off, just like Shulk Sensors, these terrifying creatures use vibrations, meaning to navigate their environment. When vibrations are enough, they will use a sense of smell to track down their prey. I will show that off. They act to aid to their 8 ways to detect you. Try not to get too close. If you collide with a warden, it will notice you. The deep dark wardens are everywhere. You can't see them. They slumber beneath your feet. Only dig out when enough Shulk seekers have alerted them of your presence. Watch your steps. The more vibrations a warden detects, the angrier it will get. You can hear and see it how fast the soul in its chest are beating. Once a mob is pushed beyond the warden's anger threshold, it will face its prey and roar before charging. If, however, you keep the warden from noticing you or getting angry for 6 seconds, it will dig back underground and despawn. They have a special interaction with thrown projectiles. I will show that off. Also, I will be showing off these features. Now, I'm going to keep the bone on me, because why not? Now, let me pull out a bow and some arrows. And then I will also be using some snowballs for this. I will also have a full sight of the right armor on me. Just because at least I can survive a little bit longer then. I will not have any protection. So, also, with these, as it should be known with wool, I'm going to give a little things about the Shulk Sensors here. So, Shulk Sensors will not detect you placing this, but if you place it on here, the Shulk Sensors will detect it. So do not placing stuff on Shulk. Also, you can sneak around without the Shulk Sensors. Now that that's going on, when the warding gets... Let me put in perspective here how much damage this actually does. Okay, now I will be going in survival to show off some of the stuff, like their night vision and how they give the darkness effect. There's actually a slider for it. So, yeah, this is how dark it gets. Let me just real quick go off and... So, okay, I am back. Let me just real quick... Yeah, it's running. Okay, good. So, okay, so with the deep dark, there's a few things here. When you set off the Shulk Sensors... Okay. So, let me just go off a few First of all, you get the darkness. Also, let me real quick... There is, now that I have this effect, there is an accessibility settings. There's a slider for your darkness. This is darkness off. And this is it set to 50. I'll show these two as the three that I've been using as the extremes here. Now let me set this to like just darkness off. So this is better for me to show off in videos. Okay. I'm resummoning the warden so I can use this. Okay, so whenever you use arrows, like I'm gonna bring him over here. He can't smell, but now that I did that, you should, when you do the vibration things, you should wait 5 seconds. So I'm gonna give it a few seconds, and then the madder it gets. But you should wait 5 seconds. Also, you can tell how mad it is based on its heartbeats. And just thing it just did there was smelling. It can smell stuff. And then I can shoot again, and it can keep going. The thing is, if I do this, it will get angry. And you see there, its heart is beating faster and it's coming to attack me. And it does literally can one-shot you if you're not wearing armor. I'm gonna keep night vision on for a good reason. Nope. And this thing is doing 255 damage, let me just explain that now. And also, this thing can smell out its enemies, so, like, if I give it enough time, it will be... Yeah, it's gonna come right at me, just based off of smell. And if you bump into it, it will also attack you. Like, right there. And if I bump into it... Okay. Yeah, but if you throw it too fast, it will get enraged. And also, the louder its chest beats, it will attack you. If it beats too fast. You can tell how angry it is based off its heart. So let me go back in creative mode here. And get myself my vision again. So this thing... So now that I've shown you the features of the warden up to now, let me just bring it. Again, the damage this thing does. I'm gonna keep pointing that out. Now, okay. Do I have the darkness effect. That makes sense. Okay, it should be gone soon. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, now on to the ancient cities. I will be showing these off now. Let me just real quick minimize that so I can actually look at the paper on this. I am using this. Okay, so these do spawn the deep dark biomes. That's pretty obvious. And, okay, so you can find a new sneak shift books. But first off, these are how these look currently. There's chests around these things, so I've looked through them and found some loot tables. This is the current loot table, so from what I found, there's, of course, Swift Sneak. There's Shulk Catalyst, name tags, Shulk Sensors, potions of healing, Skulk, random enchantment books, candles, snowballs, bones, and just normal books. Those are what I found inside the chest when I was looking around. And from what I've heard, most people think this is going to be a portal, but Minecraft's most likely not going to add another dimension again. They've already added several. But a strange feature about this for the redstone community. This is going to be fun for the redstone community. It's using a lever. They pull out a lever. Also, they have soil down here and soul sand. But now these can be moved via pistons. That's fun. Also, let me just real quick. Create a box so I can do this. I'm showing you off. So these things... Okay, why did I fill in that corner? Well, these things are blast-proof. Like, yeah, they don't get blown up whatsoever. Like, I'll do a few TNTs to give this as an example. So these are perfect for the redstone community. But, funny enough, let me give myself, like, haste / effects. Give skyway haste 10. Now, I gave myself haste 25 for this, cause also, these do not drop any blocks on mine, so you will have to use pistons to move these around. And now, game mode, survival. This is how fast it is using haste 25. Let me just increase that now. As an example, let me go up to haste 40. It's still terribly slow. These things will be perfect for future prisons. Let me go up to, like, haste 100. It's still taking this long with haste 100, guys. But, yes, these are perfect for, like, future prison maps or other stuff like that, like... But the only way to move them around is by using... Oh, my goodness. slash effect clear. Now let me just go back to my night vision, and there we go. Yeah, and this is how long it takes normally to mine these. Like, the first pixel just now picked up. So, these things will take forever to mine. So, and they don't drop anything either, so have fun doing that. So, the only ways to move these is via redstone. So, you're gonna have to have fun with that. Now, with these things is... There's a few other things I can show off in this. Like, this is always the center of these things when they spawn, and then it just... There's this main, like, hallway here, and then it branches off from here using a bunch of different corridors. Normally, they can head off in different directions. Like, I can go and find different ones of these and show them off. They do branch off in random directions. But now I'm going to show off Sneak Shift and what it does. Because I've been planning to show that off for a bit. So, let me grab my boots real quick. Slash enchant. Skybane, Sneak Shift. I'm going to go with 1. This is how fast level 1 for this is, it seems. Now we go with level 2. Oh, need to take these off, yeah. Okay, let me just put these on. Okay, there's level 2. Oh, nope, that's still level 1. Let me take out boots. I have to do a new pair of boots every single time I do this. There's level 2 for you. And, well, let me take out a new pair of netherite boots. And then we'll check out level 3. And this is level 3. There is some mild increases in speed. It's not really that big of an increase, but still. There is a small increase per speed for this. And the center here, I did not place any of this wool. This is how it spawns, so most likely means that whoever built this built it with wool, or someone explored this and put wool here. I'm not going to try to figure out the lore of this at all. Because that is going to be hard enough as is. Also, here's, there's some known issues with this, that, ancient city structures expand far beyond the deep dark biome, even, though they start there. Also, funny enough, mobs cannot spawn in these. It says right there on the thing, mobs cannot spawn in these. So, these blocks here are called reinforced deep slate. Maybe we might be able to craft them, who knows. It's up to the people who make this, if we can or not. The darkness, it's complete, darkness is equivalent, okay, lowers the, okay, so it basically, darkness basically just lowers your Minecraft down to the, equivalent of moody. That's fun to know. I will be doing a completely separate video based on me doing some redstone with, some of these new blocks. Now, that's everything they've added. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This hopefully will be uploaded the same as me having recorded this. But if not, then it will probably be out the next day. But hopefully I can get this out today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.